It is all about the brown bits. When you get that baked ziti in the oven and you let it crisp up, you don't need to cover it. You want that crunchy little pasta taste. Absolutely love it. So we made the sauce already. Delicious Sunday sauce or Sunday gravy. And we made meatballs, we made braciole, and now we're gonna take that sauce and we're gonna make baked ziti. Let's go take a look at the rest of the ingredients right now. All right, so there's the whole list of ingredients, and let's go over them individually. Pasta, any tubular shape is fine. Here's ricotta, I like palio, and mozzarella, palio as well, whole milk block mozzarella. Okay, Pecorino Romano, love this cheese, but use Parmigiano if you want to. And then this is just a grated locatelli as well, so it's the exact same thing as that block. All right, so there's that Sunday sauce from episode 1. So it's all ready to go, it's nice and warm. Right here is about a 4-quart baking dish, which is perfect size. All right, so we're gonna grate up, that's a 1/4-inch hole. Yeah, if you put this in the freezer for a little while, it makes it easier. All right, I'm gonna divide 2/3 block and 1/3 block. For the 2/3 block, I'm gonna cut cubes this size, right there, a little less than an inch. And then for the rest of that mozzarella cheese, I'm going to grate it. All right, so pasta water, use about 2 tablespoons of kosher salt per gallon of water, and get it in and let's cook it really al dente. That's really important because remember, you're gonna cook it for another half an hour. All right, so the box always shows you what al dente is, maybe even 1 minute less than that box says. So I'm testing it. This is the best thing you can do, is just test it. Make sure it's really firm. All right, so there's that sauce. It's nice and thick Sunday sauce. I'm gonna start with a couple ladles, maybe about 2 cups of sauce total we're gonna need for this, maybe 3. Just, you want it nice and wet. All right, so I'm gonna mix all this pasta with the sauce, let it really coat it well. This sauce measurement is not exact. For the ricotta, I'm gonna use 1 pound. And, you know, if you like more, you can use more, or less, use less. It is a preference, personal preference thing. And I'm mixing it very well here. All right, that's looking really good. If you want it a little bit more wet, just add a little bit more sauce. And one thing I recommend is to put a nice layer of sauce on the bottom of your baking dish. That'll prevent everything from sticking. All right, so we're ready to go, and we're gonna do layers. This is, I really like to layer when I'm doing a baked ziti. So basically about a 1/4 of that pasta with the ricotta going down, and then I like to unevenly, randomly distribute these blocks of mozzarella, so it gives a nice texture, so you're not getting the same bite every time. So I'm loading the pasta in again. You could put sauce and a little bit of Pecorino Romano cheese between each layer too if you want. I'm just doing the pasta, you know, with the ricotta and sauce, and the blocks of mozzarella on each level. So yeah, here's another layer. We're just gonna keep stacking it until we go through it all. Yeah, and there's another layer. So I'm going really high with this, which I like to do. And then on that final layer, I'm adding a ladle or 2 of sauce here. Nice amount of sauce. And then all that shredded mozzarella we're gonna put on top. Just wanna do one caveat here, guys. If you are gonna save this and bake it later in the week, make it a little wetter than you even see here. All right, so we're gonna add that Pecorino Romano on top for the final bit before we put it in the oven. You could add it in between layers too. And 375 to 400, middle of the oven, about 30 minutes. These numbers don't have to be exact. You want it to get nice and bubbly and very hot and cooked all the way through. It'll look just like this. And if you're interested in any more of this Sunday, Italian-American Sunday dinner content, please take a look at those other videos. I'm sure you're gonna love them. And by watching those videos, it helps me out a heck of a lot more than if you just subscribe. So I would appreciate if you subscribe too, but yeah, watching those videos, that's the thing that helps me. And what else helps me is if you leave a comment and you actually tell me what to make for the next episode. I would appreciate the idea, and I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, see ya.